What's up, YouTube? It's Dakota. Welcome back for another Homebrew Wednesday. First off, gotta get something in the glass. This is, I don't know if some of you guys recognize the cap out there. This is a Brewer's Best kit. I brewed this over a year ago. It was a double IPA, single hopped. Only used Columbus hops. Anyways, I didn't really care for the earthiness coming from the Columbus hops. That's all that was in there. It's extremely bitter too. It was coming off. It was a double IPA, all Columbus hops, coming off about 9%. Needless to say, I didn't drink them that fast. That's why I still have some left, and it's over a year. So I'm calling this now my version of a barley wine. The hops have nearly all but faded, surprisingly. And even though it was extract, there's a lot of malty flavors coming through, since most of the hoppiness is completely pretty much gone. That's 9%, and I'm tasting all that sweet malt, well, pretty much the extract. I had a few steeping grains if I remember right, but it's a barley wine. It's still slightly hoppy, but oh, that's sweet. That's my version of barley wine. Good brew. Anyway, guys, I haven't posted it yet, but I plan on to post it soon. Just this past Saturday, Chad came over. We had a double brew day again. Had a blast. We actually did it here at my place. We did it right out the back, right behind me, in a little patio that I have. It was an awesome day. It's now like, I don't even know. I think it's like 15 or I don't know. It's low 20s, if not teens, out right now. But Saturday when we brewed, middle of January in Ohio, 60-degree weather, awesome. Could you ask more for a brew day? Awesome. But cheers, guys. I think that actually did turn out pretty good for a barley wine. Surprised how sweet it is though, because it definitely wasn't like that at first. It's got a nice dark color too. When I did Brewer's Best kits, or just kits in general, I never really got the colors down for some reason. I don't know why. You guys can see it's pretty dark for double IPA, borderline brown, but tastes fine now. Damn, I like it better than I did when I first brewed it over a year ago. Way more enjoyable now, so I'm glad I still got quite a few. Probably got like a 12-pack or something left. Anyway, brew day was awesome. I'll throw that hopefully up here soon. Had a good time. Chad brewed a brown IPA. Through you guys. But I'm pretty sure you're probably going to call it probably American style brown ale. Because, brown IPA. And I don't know if there's certainly a category for that, but call it whatever you want. I did a Irish Stout, did that Northern Brewer kit. Everything was simple, easy. One hop edition. Did pretty much a partial mash. I threw in extra malts, actually. Sorry, Northern Brewer. Total confident in your kits, but I thought that was completely bare to do 6 pound of light malt extract and then just a pound of roasted barley. That's pretty bare for a kit. Ended up adding half a pound of chocolate malt and kind of a little bit different. Added a half pound of rye in there. Got my fan base behind me, but half pound of rye in there too. It's a little spicy, but figured it'd be fun.
Harley and Danny just want to say hi.
Harley guy, brew dog. But anyway. What?
Say hi. Say hi to the camera.
Okay.
All right.
Anyway.
We'll know.
Yeah, my audience. But yeah. Anyway, Northern Brewing Kit. So surprised it was kind of bare. Smelled great, but ended up adding another pound of grains to it. Hopefully, add a little bit of complicity to it. The rye. I actually was reading around, and there's actually a lot of stouts that actually do put rye in their beers. Hopefully it won't be too spicy, but again, it's only half pound, I don't think it's going to add that much to it. But and then just 2 ounces of cluster hops in 60 minutes. Totally easy brew day. Got my fans here. But What else? It's fermenting away right now. Today is Tuesday. It's crazy because the fermentation's almost stopped bubbling in the airlock. First couple days I've learned to put a blow-off tube since I had one blowout using Y yeast. 1056 is totally aggressive, guys. If you end up using that, if you haven't used it before, put a blow-off tube on it. This one, I'm using 1084, which is a Y yeast Irish strain. It's a slow starter compared to the 1056. At least for me, it has been. But on the second or third day, the bubbling was almost stopped again with my blow-off tube. I took the blow-off tube off, and the end of it, there's some of the chrysin dried in the end of the blow-off tube. So luckily, I caught that in time that the lid didn't expand and blow off again. That would have sucked. But anyway, I put a airlock on, single piece airlock. The thing was bubbling like crazy the other day, and now today it's like pretty much gone, but stopped. I don't know, kind of crazy, but you know, it's yeast for you. Good brew. But yeah, brew day was awesome. Thank you guys. A lot of you guys sent me some feedback how to do in coffee again. Thanks. You know, definitely could use it. The last homebrew club meeting we actually had a coffee connoisseur, I guess you'd call him. Works at big coffee geek, calls beer geeks. He's definitely a coffee geek. He had us grind up grains. We put them in some hot water. We had to, with a spoon, Chad, if you're watching, you missed it. We had a spoon. We had to push the grains away and let them sink down. You couldn't stir it. And then you had to get a little bit of, take your spoon and put it down into it. Get the liquid out and you had to slurp it like as loud as you could. Like you're supposed to get all the air in there, I guess. And anyway, I wasn't very good at it. I could just taste bitter coffee. He was supposed to tell him some of this was from Kenya, some special Kenya beans. You know, it's supposed to be really expensive. You're supposed to get some slight strawberry, and I'm sorry, dude, I could just get coffee bitterness, really. But you know, good for him. You know, it's what he enjoys. But trying not to ramble and do that a lot. Anyway, kind of took away some portions of that coffee day. A lot of the guys prefer to cold steep their coffee or cold brew their coffee. They say that there's oils in the coffee beans, and it extracts them if you bring it to a boil, or sometimes if you use a coffee pot. And those oils can really kill your head retention. And also it can bring a kind of a bitter earthiness out in your coffee, which, you know, it's more or less going to go into your beer. With cold steeping, they get less of the harshness of the coffee flavor, and also less of those oils come out because it needs the higher temperatures to bring those oils out from the coffee beans. Versus, you know, had a better head, because everybody likes a nice little head to their beer. And also, I want to go with more of the coffee flavor and aroma more than the bitterness from the coffee. So hopefully that'll work out good. So I'm definitely doing that, and I decided to actually add it to secondary. I'm probably going to do, I think, 5 or 7 days in secondary with the coffee. I'm kind of thinking 5 for some reason. I'll do some more research on it. Thinking Kona coffee. I'm going to go to a Market Fresh store right around the corner around here. They specialize in fresh produce. It's like a really high-end grocery store around in our part. But I'm going to go in there. They got to get your coffee grains. You can crush them there, all that good stuff. I'm going to go in there, hopefully get some insight from the guys there. Kind of explain to them what I want in a coffee. And I'm not going to really, nevertheless, tell them I'm putting in a beer, because they'll probably look at me like I'm crazy. But I think I'm going to stick with Kona coffee. A lot of people use that and get good results from it. I don't know, I might try something different, but I don't want to venture off too much into the coffee world and get something just, you know, totally out there. I'm not going to like in my beer, because, you know, I drink coffee, but it's usually, I don't know, Dunkin' Donuts coffee. You know what I'm saying? Just I like black coffee, just Dunkin' Donuts. Some of the Starbucks stuff's okay. You know, I just don't get too fancy with my coffee, so I don't want to venture off. Rambling again, guys. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Cheers. So that's what's going on with coffee. Actually, show you guys a short clip. I'm here in the kitchen anyway. So today's Tuesday. Brew day was on Saturday. Check this airlock out. Nothing. It goes every now and then. It takes quite a while. I think fermentation's pretty much all but stopped already. Crazy, right? I already took the airlock off. Nothing's clogged. It's sitting at about 66 degrees. Sometimes creaks up to 68. So I mean, it's perfect for fermentation. Can't go nothing wrong with that. I got the heating, the space blanket from running. I just put that on. Actually, we have blinds. Sometimes the light comes through. You know, kind of paranoid like that. Just kind of keep some of the light off of it. There's a blare off tube in the bucket. I just haven't took care of it. That's what I did have on it a few days ago, but don't need it anymore. So there's that, guys. Probably gonna rack over to secondary. Saturday's my plan. Give the yeast, some more time to clean up the beer a little bit more. They're only 2 ounces hops, so I'm not too much worried about those dropping out. I only did get a little over 4.5 gallons into the bucket. Probably about a good half a gallon stayed in my boil kettle. See if I can try to explain it. My boil kettle got a dip tube that goes down, right? And then it had the ball valve, and then I hooked the hose up to the ball valve, which creates like a siphon from the dip tube into the hose and goes out. I had it tipped, the bucket, so the siphon's working fine. Then I sat it down, and not all the water was sucked into the dip tube inside the boil kettle. So I locked my siphon, so I lost that half a gallon. I could dump it out of the kettle, but it would have been a pain with all the hops and mess everywhere, especially into that. So I didn't even mess with it. I could have got my auto siphon out if I was too worried about it, but I would have to sanitize and everything else. Long story short, I'm a little bit short of 5 gallons, but probably get about 4 1/4 when it comes time to 4 1/4. Hopefully not much less than that when I actually do get to kegging. So, well, oh, one more last little bit. I'm trying not to make this too long, guys. Great Lakes Brewery, me and a buddy from my homebrew club, we're going there on the 21st. Great Lakes Brewery out of Cleveland, one of the better breweries here in Toledo, or Ohio, sorry. Their Imperial Stout, Blackout Stout, usually comes out around Christmas time, February, January, I'm not too sure. But anyway, their Bourbon Barrel version of it, it's brewery only release. We are going to their release party on the 21st. Awesome. you get to sample like 2007 Blackout, that's what they call it, it's Blackout Stout, some 2008 barrel versions of it. You get to try, they even made some wild ales, which is pretty interesting to me. You get to sample some of them. You get to try some of their old ale, Bourbon Barrel old ales. It's going to be awesome. There's going to be 165 people there. It's $35 for the ticket. You get this little glass, sampling tickets, all that good stuff. So hopefully they have a good time. Actually, and I'm getting a couple 4-packs of it too. Pretty pricey. I'm getting a couple 4-packs of it because I got some beer trades lined up on Beer Advocate. Cross finger, guys. So far I got white chocolate coming my way from brewery for you guys. And a couple variations of, not variations, a couple different years of Dark Lord. I am close to 3 Floyds. It's not too hard for me to get, but I haven't made it to Dark Lord Day. I had some in the cellar, but I do enjoy it, so I'd like to get a few more. So anyway, guys, that's what's going on with me. Cheers. Hopefully I'll get that brew day video up here pretty soon. And yeah, that's it, guys. So thanks for watching. Cheers. Have another one.